Hello everyone, welcome to 2024. Happy New Year's. I thought that I should do my first video kind of similar to how I did my first video for last year, which is my 2024 plans. So I am in my pajamas because it's late at night and I just got out of the shower. But I wanted to quickly do like a 2024 plan video to start off the year. So last year, I did the same thing, but I didn't really keep up with it, to be very honest with you guys. And I'm sure you guys know if you've been following me. So this year, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to try to actually plan. So I bought a planner, and I bought this at Barnes & Noble's back in December. Because I really wanted to, I'm not as good with my time management and organization anymore. So I figured that I should try out planning. And this planner is a Jibun Teco. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but this is the brand. I just kept the wrapper of it just to kind of show you guys, but it looks like it's like a Japanese brand type of planner, and it's actually really cool. It has like 3 booklets in here. So the first booklet is a life booklet, and it has like just some life stuff like goals and personal mottos and stuff like that. I did Google this to kind of understand what each page means, but very basic stuff. I don't think that there's a chance I might actually, change the page to be something else, just because some of the things in here I might not really focus on. So that's the life booklet, and then the second booklet is the actual planner. So, and it has like some additional spaces as well on here, but like it actually has the actual like month. So if you can kind of see here, it shows the month, and then it will then move on to like the week of the month. And then also what's really cool is like in the beginning of this second booklet, it does, let's see here, it does give you like an example on how to fill out the planner. So that's really cool. And then basically the third booklet is just ideas. So you just put in your ideas. This is going to be a planner that I am planning to basically have on hand with me everywhere I go, so that way I can just keep track of what I'm doing every day, and then also to like keep me accountable to make sure that I do the things that I need to do and get things done. So that's the planner that I am going to rely on. And then some of the things that I want to do. So for sure I want to craft more. I want to make jewelry. I also want to do more like crochet projects. So I have learned like knitting and crochet. For me, knitting is crocheting is actually a little bit easier than knitting for me. So I think I might kind of hold off on knitting for a little bit and work on crocheting. So I do want to eventually crochet some clothes, like I want to make cardigans and everything, but right now, to kind of like help me with crocheting and everything, just learning how to crochet properly, I do have like some crocheting books to kind of help me. But I am currently using this book. This is Unicorns and Dragons and More, and it looks like it's a combination of like multiple projects by different people that they just put it all together in this book. So these are the team designers for each of the projects, and I think it's really cool that they collaborated together to do that. But anyways, I did put tabs on here too to kind of help me. I marked the skill level, so that way I can quickly, like if I want to just do like a skill level 1, then I would just rely on those tabs to just look at those projects. So far the book is very easy to use, easy to follow. In the beginning it does show, like, it gives some detail about, like, you know, what materials you need, and then it tells you like all the different stitches, and it has like pictures to kind of show you how to do it. And then what's also really cool is that they have this scan barcode here that you can actually scan, and it'll show you the video. I haven't tried it yet. I probably should, but honestly the instructions and the pictures are pretty easy to follow. The other thing is that I did just skim through the book, and the stitches that they mention in here are the stitches, so far from what I've seen, are the stitches that you would see for the project, which is really nice that they do that they actually include all of the stitches for each of the project. But yeah, so like the beginning is just like the stitches, and then you have the projects. And so I did do one of the projects, and I'm starting with skill level 1 because honestly I'm not that good, and this is my first time actually crocheting like animals or people, I guess. But this is the first one. So I started the, well, I crocheted the Molly the Sweet Tooth Fairy, and so like I said, I'm not like that good, but the instructions are really easy to follow, and it does tell you like what materials you need. I was trying to get rid of a lot of yarn that I have that I'm not currently using, so it does tell you like the weighted yarn you're supposed to use, but I didn't follow that because like I said, I'm trying to use up my yarn. So it's not gonna be really the size that it's supposed to be here, but I'm sure they're, you know, this is like flexible. I mean, it turned out. I did also definitely made mistakes because as I was crocheting this, I was like watching movies, and you kind of have to really pay attention to like each of the rows or the rounds. Some of them may say like do this stitch for, you know, 5 rows or something, 5 rounds, and I did not pay attention to that. And so I did make quite a few mistakes, and then there were also some things that I didn't do. I didn't do the lollipop, and the reason for that is because it does use a stick, and my niece and nephew, they do come over, and you know, if they play with it, I just don't want them to hurt themselves with the stick. So I didn't do the lollipop, otherwise I would have done it. But there are a few things I also didn't do, like I didn't do, like you're supposed to put a tie on the ankle, I think it's of the feet. I didn't do that either, just because I completely forgot, to be honest. But I'll show you guys how mine looks like. Like I said, I did make a few mistakes, but I think it did turn out pretty nice. So here is mine, and she is super cute. I think I may have messed up on the tooth. I did attach the tooth to her hands just because I didn't want to lose it. I have her sitting with the rest of my plushies on my other little couch, reading couch over there. So I didn't want the tooth to be lost. So I did stitch it to her hands to keep it with her. I did screw up on the wings. They're supposed to actually be longer, but they still turned out, so I'm not upset about it. I think it's still cute. But yeah, so this is how she looks like. I'm pretty sure she's a little bit bigger than she's supposed to be. But I think that she turned out great, so I'm really happy with the results. I did learn that I should probably fill them a little bit more with the polyester filling, because I wasn't too sure how much to put in. So I think that, you know, for sure to improve, I can totally fill her up a little bit more. I didn't do like the blush on her. I don't know, I just didn't. I mean, I could have if I wanted to, but I just didn't. I was pretty excited, honestly, after I made her, because this is like my first like fairy that I made, or animal, or anything, like anything crocheted like this. So this is my first one that I made, and I was super happy and excited with how she turned out. So yeah, I love her, and I think she is super cute. So this is Molly the Sweet Tooth Fairy, and then I'm just gonna put her on the side here. And then my second project, I did choose to do Unicorn Belle. So far I have her head started. I did screw up on the eyes a little bit. I didn't really think about it to be honest. It's just like, so for the eyes we're supposed to wrap the yarn around and then like pull it to kind of, I think it's to like give it that indent there, but the way that I did it, it's not like, it doesn't look right. It's not really even when it's pulled in, so it's fine. I learned from that. So I have her head, and then I did do the ears. I still have to put them on her, but then I am currently working on the little horn at the top, and I'm still working on it. It's almost done, but I wanted to do the horn first so that way I could place it on the head and then place the ears on the head after that. So the other thing is that this project, it does ask for 5 different colors for her hair. I don't have 5 different colors of the same weighted yarn to be honest. So I'm going to improvise, and I'm just going to use like probably 2 or 3 colors. I think we can definitely just, you know, improvise. And it does say that, just, it says in the book, you know, use your creativity, use different colors and such. So yes, I'll show you guys like how this unicorn turns out. I am super excited. I want to get through all of the skill level ones first just to get the experience, and then I'm going to move on to the 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's what I'm working on. And then what I also want to do this year is I do want to read more, and I want to read more of my fashion books, because I do have some fashion books. I also want to read all my other books that I bought. I'll show you guys my bookshelf in another video. I do have like 3 bookshelves in my living room, but that'll be in another video. But I have a ton of books, and I was like planning to read it all, like, you know, most of them last year, but like honestly, like last year just was a blur. It went by too fast, and I got sick towards the end of the year, so I really just didn't have the time or the motivation to really do anything. But this year I'm planning to really read more. So if you've been following me, I started the Twisted series, I think maybe mid-year last year, and I'm currently on book 3. And I really want to finish book 3 and book 4 because I want to be done with the series and go ahead and start reading other books. I also want to properly learn how to sew clothes, and there's so many clothes that I do want to sew. So at night, what I am planning to do is spend some time studying. And so some of the books that I want to show you guys on what I want to study. So I did buy this for myself for Christmas. It's Sewing Lingerie. It's by Maddie Kulik. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, but I follow her on Instagram, and it looks like she has like classes where she holds, and she has like people coming in to basically learn how to sew. So lingerie. So I bought the book. I did dive into it a little bit. I put some tabs in here. I still have to study more on how to sew lingerie. And then I struggle with fabric, especially sewing fabric. So I'm studying the fabric sewing guide here. And it's a huge book, but I did put tabs on it to kind of help me in the future if I need a quick reference, I can just rely on my tabs and go straight to that project. I am planning to read the entire book and make some notes. I did start doing that already. You can see that there. I also want to learn how to make trousers, so I also bought this book a while back, and I am hoping to learn how to make trousers properly. Along with that, I also want to learn how to make shirts. So we'll see how this goes. I did skim through it, and I'm planning to go through it and review it and let you guys know what I think about these books. And then the last book is The Pattern Making Made Easy. This I had talked about last year. Once again, put tabs in there so I could quickly reference. But this I really want to dive into. I started diving into it last year, but then like I said, I got sick and everything, so I just couldn't really finish it. But this year I'm totally I really want to learn it. So that's my plan for this year. I hope that you guys have some really awesome plans and goals for this year as well. Definitely, if you want to share what you guys are doing this year, put it down in the comments. If you guys have any recommendations on books or crafting or anything, let me know. I'm always open to learning new things.